And it was God's sovereign will that Joseph was taken to Egypt. It was God's sovereign will that he was sent to prison. It was God's sovereign will that he was given dreams to save his people from the famine. But it was God's permissive will to allow his brothers and others to mistreat him along the way. And somehow these two things, they fit together perfectly in the way God sees, but not necessarily perfectly the way we see it. There seems to be this gap. And it's this word that I learned a few years ago called antinomy, that I love it. It explains it as best and as close as I can possibly get when it's talking about God's sovereignty, his purposeful sovereignty, his providence, and man's responsibility. And what this antinomy is where two ideas they seem contradictory, but they're actually complementary. They align with one another. God's sovereignty and man's responsibility are not enemies. These aren't irreconcilable, but they are undeniable. God is sovereign. God decides. God does this. God does that. He's permissive. There's allowance. But then we are responsible. But God takes no pleasure in our pain and suffering. He takes pleasure in what is good, and he's displeased by evil. But it's used by God.